Just make sure you don't get those two mics close to each other. They'll feedback off to each other.
Could I show my video on my opening statement? Is that acceptable?
You wish to be heard?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, do we have it set up for?
It's prosecution, People's Exhibit 1 or 2.
Your Honor,
People's Exhibit, I'm sorry?
can I assist him with that?
Oh, sure. People's Exhibit 1 has been stipulated into evidence as admitted.
Arrest 31. Yeah. Okay.
When you're ready, I'll dim the lights for you too.
Okay. I'm being charged with stepping out in front of a police car and obstructing government administration and disorderly conduct. This video shows what happened. I was at the base. I was called to the base that day because we had a big demonstration, and there was a permit for the demonstration. And the permit was for on that one lane that the base claims as their property. People walked down, we did speeches, I read my poem, we walked to the gate. Some people, about 30 people, lay down in front of the gate, got arrested. And then on the way back, I put this fake blood on the way to the permitted demonstration. I stopped at one of those little corner stores and got some glucose and red dye and chocolate and mixed up a little batch in the baggie. And so on the way there, I just put it on myself, and I stepped over the line onto the part that wasn't on base property. I know if I stop on base property, I'm going to get an order of protection that will disallow me to express my First Amendment rights for a year or two into the future. So I'm on city property, or county road, on the other side of the line. And this video shows exactly what happened. And the way I got the video is, there was a woman shooting video when everybody's going back. And I said to her, do you mind taking a video of me? Because I'm about to lay down in the street, and you never know what they're going to do. So so I lay down there, and she has a video of it, and that's why I'm presenting it. And the police came along after a while and arrested me. How do I play that now? Just,
Do you want the lights dim?
Yeah, let me just, that would be great, Your Honor. I'll make sure I get
now, when we were on our way to the permitted demonstration, when we were walking there, you could see that the street was closed. They had police across the street. And when we got up there, the police had closed up by the main gate. There was a big bus where when they arrested 30 people, they put them in this big bus, and eventually me too. And the street was closed while the march was going on. When it came this way, even the other lane was all blocked off. They were turning people off. And when we were leaving, the same thing was happening. So you'll see this on the videos.
I don't believe, is the projector on?
No, it's not.
Works better when it's on.
Where's the power button? Power button?
Over here.
Yeah,
Power
just
button.
the red thread.
Yeah,
So
the
it's
green
the
light.
red.
It just went on.
Sounds like it. No. Takes a little while.
It's loading now.
Cover might be on the left.
No, it was loading on. There it goes.
There we go.
You got to give it a minute while it finds the signal.
The reason why I came, I was very compelled to be there at the base because I know what's going on at the base. And my experience is, I grew up in a conservative family on Long Island. There were 9 kids, a Catholic family, and we never discussed politics. So I really didn't have an opinion of anything political. I knew nothing about what was going on. And I ended up joining the Marines back in 1965. And back in '65, if anybody remembers back in that period, there wasn't any discussion about the role of the U.S. and the military that would come to me and probably to most of us. And so I just joined the Marines on the buddy system with a friend, and we went right to Vietnam. When I went to Vietnam, that's what I learned all about war, about killing, and about U.S. policy. And I'll explain more about that later, but this video, the reason why I was here at the base is ever since then, I got out of the service in '68, and I've been driven ever since then to protest the Vietnam War at the time. Then I raised my children. I was a single parent. I had 3 little kids, and I raised my children, and I was just getting rid of all this stuff that I spent all those years trying to get rid of, all the images from Vietnam, and we get into Afghanistan and Iraq, and it all came back. And my partner, Pat, she couldn't believe how much I was changing when we started to talk about sending people over there. When I found out about the drones, I've been protesting them for about 4 years. Never getting arrested. Just I was protesting it, expressing how I thought it was an obscene thing. But the more you learn about it, what they do is assassinate people right from this base here. And I was involved in people assassinating people when I was in Vietnam. And so I had to say something. I was totally compelled to be here. And so when we did this march, I did a little street theater. I put this fake blood on me, and I stepped over the line on a street that was closed, lay down, and they arrested me. And that's what the video shows. Right. Yeah, there weren't any police there. The police were all at the ends. You could see, you could look both ways. And you'll see it in the videos later on. The police are not in the street at all, nowhere near where I was. And my witnesses will tell you that too. This is the permitted demonstration, and it's leaving the gate. That's June's son. She's the newest mom. That's me.
How's it going?
It's important that you try to stay on one side. That's what the police expect. Please be aware your whispers in your vest.
That's the most peaceful moment I've experienced since I left Vietnam.
Please keep moving if you do
When I
not
lay
wish to be
down there, it was
arrested.
like
Please keep
laying
moving if you do not wish to be arrested.
lowering me down to the ground. Just a beautiful feeling for me. It's the first time I felt it since I left Vietnam. Our permit is for marching at this point. Please be aware of that. Please keep moving unless you want to be arrested. Our permit is for continuing to move at I think
this
those 3
point.
people are going to be the witnesses for the defense.
Thank you. Our permit is for continuing to move at this point.
I never rescued
Please
me.
keep
I've
moving
been
if
a lot of
you do not wish
demonstrations,
to be
and I watch
arrested.
people, cops say they do something wrong, and police say you have to leave, you're going to get arrested. You never.
Our permit is to keep on moving at this point. Please consider that and keep on moving if you do not want to be arrested.
Arrest the war criminals! 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 Do you know his name? Arrest the war criminals!
Russell Brown. Please consider that.
Very surprised, very disappointed. He said he wasn't going to do his promises to uphold the rule of law and the Constitution and prosecute the war criminals that came before him.
picture of what I did. It expresses exactly what I did. And we'll show you that in no way did I block a police car. In no way was I acting in a disorderly way. Disorderly means that I'm blocking traffic. There was no traffic on the road. It was blocked by the police on both ends. And then there were no pedestrians on that side, no pedestrians were on the other side. Thank you. What? Oh, I want to show you. Okay. Do I still have time? I started to go. Can I just show the other one real quick?
Any objections?
He was going to show these in the outside. Right.
Go get it.
I'll find the spot.
Okay, what we're going to see is I walk out into the middle of the road, up there where I walk out into the middle of the road, and then back at the base, you'll see the officer walking by the main gate, walking to his car, and getting in his car, and then starts to drive toward me. While I'm laying in the street the whole time, so he wasn't anywhere. See, that's him coming around the corner there, right by the gate, on the very bottom right corner. And that's the woman that was with him. People are all leaving the demonstration now, heading back down the road. And if you look up in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see me step out into the street. That's me over there. And I get down in the road, and there's no police except on the ends. And this is where he starts from. There he goes. And he comes up to see me. And then they turn their lights on after they get up there. So it's pretty obvious to me that at no time was I blocking them. They came after I was laying down in the street. And I was expressing my First Amendment right. I just did a little theater, lay down, people do theater all the time. And you would expect them to say, if they didn't want you to be there, please move. You have to get off the street and you're going to get hurt. But they didn't do that. Thank you.